Welcome to Family Meeting, the podcast where we get shit done. I'm Andrew Dodson.
And I'm Jessie Dodson.
All right, let's start. Okay, so before we begin, we discussed this beforehand. We want to kind of start introducing different like topics and segments at the top that kind of like pertain like to us. It's not like we're gonna start talking randomly about things, but like things that feel relevant and I guess natural in the way of the podcast. So I think this week I wanted to talk about you'll see later, like when we talk about like our week recap, like we actually did a lot of things this weekend separately, and I think it's an interesting idea to talk about like what it's like to kind of have separate lives as a couple, because a lot of people don't get that luxury.
Yeah. Like what he's saying is that this weekend we kind of went our separate ways. So on Friday night, Andrew had his work holiday party, and it was just for the employees. And then last night I had my holiday party. One of his favorite bands, 9 Inch Nails, play their final show of the tour. And so, I mean, we didn't even like really discuss it, but it was just like we're each doing our own thing, partying in separate directions.
Part of it that the benefit of the concert was that like I had the tickets way before you knew about the
but
the date,
and we tell you that was.
But we also thought it might have been the weekend before.
No, you thought it might have been the week. No, I never. No.
But either way,
no.
That being said, 9 Inch Nails is kind of a thing where I didn't feel bad at all, so it's good.
No, but it's good that we have. You kind of said this in your very long intro to the segment, but it's nice that as a couple we can still live our independent lives.
Yeah.
So something that I've really noticed with a lot of girlfriends and just like a lot of other women that I've seen is as soon as they get into a relationship, be it boyfriend or once they get engaged or really like once they get married, like, they can kind of like drift away from their friends, which part of it is like very understandable because you are starting a family with someone, or you're starting like a new relationship. And like obviously a relationship with a significant other is going to be like a lot different than the relationships you have with your friends. But, I've seen a lot of, people that enter into relationships pull out of other friendships because they're spending all their time with that one person. And I think it's very healthy and necessary to actually have, the special things that you could do by yourself, or the things that you could do with like just your friends, like your significant other doesn't have to be with you 24 hours a day.
Or like, or want to be like, so last night, I was with our mutual friend Lyndon at the show, and we're actually talking about we were there like 3 hours before doors opened, so we had a lot of time to like catch up. And one thing that also reminded me about all this, that we were talking about like anxiety in relationships, and like how for a while, like I think I was this way a long time too, like very like possessive, but not like in a weird abusive way, but like in an insecure way. Like I just like didn't,
in a needy way.
Yeah. We're both like on them. It was great because it's how much we work and how much I love you. Is that it was actually during our relationship that I got over that, and I was like, I can't like even like something happened where I was just like, now I'm like the complete opposite. I like want you to have your own life and like feel happy, but it's like a weird thing where a lot of people, I feel like I don't know, we think it's because they don't think they're good enough, that like at any given moment that person's gonna leave them, and it's probably not true, but it sucks to like always feel that way. And so I feel like my voice sounds so like scratchy and deep just because I was screaming all night last night. But yeah, and so I thought, because this weekend we were basically apart for 2 nights in a row, and it wasn't like you texted me last night being like, all right, going to sleep, like code for like be
Don't
quiet, don't wake me the fuck up, like shut up when you come in.
Yep.
But I appreciate it. I told Lyndon that, and he like started doubled over laughing. He was like, oh man, she's so honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and so I don't know. I just thought it was worth bringing up because I think we realized lately, just like observe, or not even lately, just in general, observing other couples, and like not everyone has that luxury, and not that we took it for granted, but I just assume that like every healthy relationship, yeah. And so I don't know. I'm grateful for you for that.
I am too.
And that you kind of encouraged me to like have my friends and stuff, and you know, I like doing things, or not like encouraged, but like
you. I just think I did my own thing, and then so you felt like you could do your own thing.
Or I guess like I don't know, because like people shouldn't be offended, but like you're not offended by it. But some people do get like, you know, defensive if I want to go hang out with somebody and they're not like there. I'm like, well, it's a me and them thing. I don't know.
But I think at the same time
I do always try and like invite you to things, though. It's not like
right. But we also make sure that we make time for each other. So then when we are apart, it's not that big of a deal because we've already, you know, spent time with each other, or we know we're going to spend time with each other.
Yeah.
And we make that a priority as well. So I think that helps. Why do you think, like, when you were like anxious about it, like, why do you think that is? Like, what started that feeling?
I don't know. I think it was partly like, you know, coming out of one of the things that I always thought about, like when we went to college, AMDA, was that it still felt very high school like in like the way that a lot of people behaved and like a lot of like relationships and stuff worked. And in high school, I had a couple like really rocky relationships. Like I was like cheated on and stuff and whatnot. And so I was just super like, I never let it go. I like hold on to things for a long time.
No, really?
And so I just think, I don't know. I think that insecurity stayed with me for a while. Really, that also like they didn't help. Like that didn't help at all. So I just think like on a basis, I mean, we fell in love eventually, but just like on a basic level too, like we just like you stuck it out like long enough to where like I felt okay. Like it was just like.
Did it happen like before we were married, or was it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It was before we were married. It was pretty early on. So I think like I at least think we fell in love pretty quick. But that might just be my romantic view of it. But no, like I just think it's something that naturally happened. Like you have to. This sounds super lame, but you have to find the right person.
That's true. But
I don't know. I know that you never really had that much of a problem with that. I feel like guys have it more.
I don't know.
Maybe not though.
I don't know. I feel
or
like
it's different. Women are very aggressive in their like, I don't know, like when they're insecure in a relationship, it shows. But dudes like bottle it up, and we like internalize it, and then we get angrier because we don't know how to deal with our own emotions. So I don't know. It's a weird thing, but
yeah.
I think that's why unfairly, not to be like some kind of like, but like unfairly women are labeled as crazy just because they voice what they're thinking, and like men are sane because we don't say anything. Like
no, that's
we might be the crazy ones. That's like what serial killers do.
You hold in your emotions and purposely give yourself ulcers. Yeah, it sounds real sane to me.
Sociopathic. Yeah. But yeah, no, so I don't know. I think it naturally happened with us, and it's kind of nice that I can't pinpoint a moment because it just speaks to our relationship. Yeah. Because Linda was asking me last night, I'm like, oh, sorry, like almost some point where like, oh, I feel kind of bad. Like this could be helpful for some people, but I can't tell you when that happened.
I had another question and I forgot. Oh, but yeah, independence, very important in relationships. I mean, there are those people that just like have the same group of friends and have, you know what I mean? So like there's really no like need to not split up, but like go their separate ways, like on like an evening, you know?
Yeah, we have like a weird combo of that. I feel like we do have the same group of friends, but then like you have people that you're closer with, and then like you also have work friends. I have work friends. Like it's like kind of an interesting thing. I kind of like that idea of like, I have some people over here, like my side friends,
Your side
But like no, but like people like that we kind of don't like about that, but it helps keep our like I guess outside lives healthy and strong. But I don't know. So I thought that was something interesting to talk about because it's rare that we have. We say all that, but it is rare that we have like 2 nights in a row where we're like separate, just because we're so busy or like kind of homebodies some of the time that.
Normally, if we're going out together.
Mhm.
It's someone's birthday or it's an event or we're just going to see a movie. So, but it was nice to. Everyone did ask about you last night, though.
Oh, did it?
But,
yeah, I'm pretty popular with the real estate crowd. Yeah, I think they just think I'm the kind of idiot who would like not negotiate down a price or something.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, our doggies are
Someone's eating paper.
acting up. Someone's gotten into something. Yeah, so I mean that was worth it. So we'll start doing this every week and start talking about like a new topic as it comes up and go from there. But now for our week.
Okay. So our reflection on our week.
Interesting week.
Had. I know. I'm like looking back at it and like I don't know if it's the time of year or just that I'm getting older. I don't know, but I can't remember Monday. I mean, I can, but like it's all blurring together.
You might need some ginkgo biloba.
Maybe. But like all my weeks are like blurring together. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
I can't remember Monday either. I don't know. I think it is the time of the year.
Okay. I mean, I literally do remember Monday, but I'm just saying like that I'm having a hard time like reflecting on my week because I'm just so. But I think I started like this week I did do the thing where I planned out like each day.
Oh yeah.
And Monday, I do remember Monday. So Monday was a big day. Like remember that was I went to the post office.
Oh yeah, Monday was good.
Yeah, Monday was great. I did
especially
so
since
much
it started
stuff.
so like anxietal and bad and weird.
Coinstar. I went to 2 and they were both.
You picked it up.
Yeah.
Jeez, I don't know where you find the time, but okay.
Was that Monday?
I think it was. Because I remember we started off the week rocky, but
Wednesday.
Man,
I don't remember.
Who knows anymore?
I feel like that was Wednesday because Wednesday? I had an open house. That was the day that I had the open house.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So I
because
can't
you're
remember
stuck
Monday is what we're.
You're stuck in Mission Hills or whatever for an hour.
So that was Wednesday, but something happened. I don't know. Monday, I went to the gym.
Yeah, I mean, you did things this week. I just think that one, it's the time of the year.
Yeah.
That everything's crazy and busy, and we're trying to do a lot, and so it never feels like enough.
No.
But you definitely.
But there was I didn't get to any of the extra stuff. It's not even extra. That's like the wrong word. But like, I didn't really get to a lot of the house, organization stuff this week until, this weekend. And then I didn't get to a lot of my photography stuff. I didn't get to a lot of my real estate stuff because I was literally just doing things for Christmas, which is fine. Like we got our newsletters out, we got our Christmas cards out, picking all that stuff up, going to the post office, getting the labels, doing like, so I did a lot, but it was very like season specific.
Yeah.
And so I didn't get the other stuff done. And I think maybe the lesson I'm like always trying to find a lesson in something, but maybe the lesson is like, don't procrastinate, because if I had, done all of this like cleaning stuff earlier or had, you know what I mean? Then I wouldn't be so.
I mean, if we had done everything earlier, like cheated and done our Christmas cards earlier and just sent them later, but like, like little things like.
So I think we have to,
You have to do that shit in November.
Yeah, but I mean, just like planning better.
Yeah.
And then taking actions on that.
Because we didn't really think about doing this until like October, November. Right.
And we're like, oh, it's too late. And then we didn't even take our pictures till the very end of November,
yeah.
So by the time everything was put together, and then
Another thing that's been like on my mind, speaking of like this time of the year and like why it's so goddamn hectic, is it feels like we're obligated, everyone, not just us, but everyone is obligated to make this time of the year hectic rather. Like, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't have to be this crazy. and like we feel like we have to get all these gifts for people. Like it's just like too much. Like when people, I've been listening more than one podcast lately, they've talked about all the same thing, which is like, this time of the year is insane. I can't believe we get this much done. We have so many things to do. We can see family. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's my old man brain because I have like the mind of an 80-year-old is like, I can see my family any time of the year. And, you know, we'll talk about that later, but like, I don't know, there's something about it. And I feel like it bothers me that we all have to wait until Christmas to make things crazy. And like, I'm getting to the point where I don't need gifts. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like,
right.
But some people do. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being curmudgeon-y about
The getting of gifts that you think is the...
No, I think it's like the scrambling to like make plans, see people, get gifts too, but like also do all the seasonal things. I don't know. Like there's just a lot of things that are fun about the holiday, but also like the fact that there's also so much stress feels unnecessary. I don't think people like call it like, you know, like the happiest time of the year or the most wonderful time of the year or whatever. Like, then why is it like the most stressful?
Yeah.
It should not be. It should not be the most stressful. It should be the easiest and most fun time in that case.
Right. Interesting.
I don't know how to rectify that.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's all I can say about it. But
I don't know. Because I mean, it's like, you know what, you like don't give gifts to people, and then that like cuts out, you know, don't send cards, don't. But I love that stuff.
yeah,
So it's hard. But I see where you're.
there just has to be a way to do everything. And maybe it is just planning better and doing it earlier. I think everyone waits. That's probably the issue, is that everyone waits until the holiday season to have their holiday things done, like their cards and stuff. And like if we did it way earlier in the year and we're just like, sorry, we had a photo shoot in July with our puppies for our postcard. Like, I don't know, something about that. Like, it doesn't have to be stressful, and it shouldn't be, because it actually, like, I still love it, but I feel like it kind of like the holiday takes a hit because there's so much around it that I'm like,
yeah, I've been saying for the last couple of days that like I've completely lost the Christmas spirit. Like, I don't feel Christmassy at all.
I mean, have you seen this tablecloth?
Okay, this is my attempt at like to trying to bring it back. But I mean, like, we haven't like turned on the lights or anything at night, you know, it's just very like just regular, like day to day, just like a little heightened because we're busier.
I think that's part of it, is that like we make ourselves so busy that we don't have a chance to sit down and enjoy Christmas things.
Well, and like, to me, like, Christmas is about like being the ones that you love, being with the ones that you love. And because of work and because of, you know, last weekend or this weekend, we were like, you know, doing two separate things. Not that.
Are you saying I can't?
No, I'm saying that
women are crazy.
Maybe it doesn't feel like Christmas yet because like we haven't actually had time to sit down and watch a Christmas movie.
That's true. And we haven't gone out, like, you know, our friends Ashley and Sean were at like this thing in Woodland Hills, like this Christmas Candy Cane Land or whatever. So yeah, we haven't done anything. Like, we haven't done zoo lights or whatever. So I think that's part of it too, is that we should do something. Well, we're gonna be gone next weekend, yeah. But you know what? When we're with family in Arizona, it'll probably feel Christmassy. We got kids around, which will be helpful because they still get excited for things.
Yeah. But I don't know when we're gonna see. I mean, we'll see them on Christmas Day, and Sunday, I think.
But yeah, so
we'll have to do something Christmassy.
We will. We'll look stuff up in Arizona.
Okay.
All right. It's not perfect, but like,
it's just I want it to at least feel like Christmas. Like, that's the thing. Like, I want it to feel like Christmas. Like, last year kind of didn't feel like Christmas. The year before was like a really rocky Christmas. So I'm just looking forward to, whether it's this year or not, having like a Christmas that feels like Christmas.
Yeah. Christmas 2019.
Boop, boop.
We'll both be in our 30s. That's good. For the...
You're talking about I'm 29.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
20 or 19.
I was about to say 29.
20,
yeah, so am I.
20.
So I don't know. It has nothing to do with it. But yeah, I don't know. I think you're right. It hasn't really felt Christmassy. You know, having, I think, where I work right now and being gone, like if it's a 3 to 4 hour commute time every day, not
Yeah.
each way, but total.
Right.
And so, that cuts down on my ability to actually relax at night. I pretty much have like an hour, and then I'm like, bye. I have to go to sleep and wake up at 5.
So how was your week?
It was good. It was interesting. Like, the week before I went to the gym 5 times. I like got so much done. I was so much more productive. This is, I guess, a luxury problem, but because of the party and the holiday party on Friday and the concert last night, I slowed down the end of my week because I knew that like I was already going to be out like
Right.
late 2 nights in a row. Well, we'll get to the Friday, but and so like Thursday I went to the gym, but then like Friday I opted out, so I was like I should try and sleep in. But on Wednesday and Thursday I had personal training twice in a row because my trainer needed to do like a makeup session on Thursday. Because of that, I woke up at 4:30 each day, and so my goal for Friday was like I'm gonna sleep in. This is gonna be great. My stupid body was like, "Hey, it's 5 o'clock. You should be up." And then I just like laid in bed for half an hour, angry in the morning because I couldn't go back to sleep. But then I was like, "Fuck it, who cares?" And then that night was a Christmas party, and it was like a long day, which was nice. We gave sandwiches to the homeless. That was cool as part of my work. But yeah, that night I straight up. I was telling you, but like I'm on a text chain with friends at work, and like the next morning I left the party at 9 o'clock, which I haven't heard the end of. I haven't heard the end of yet because everyone stayed there till 1:30 in the morning.
So they're like on your case for leaving early?
Yeah, because I'm boring.
Well, I'm falling asleep right now. That's how boring.
Yeah, I know. I'm like so tired, but like, yeah, and so I yeah, the end of my week got a little messed up just because like my sleep schedule got all off. I was busy, going out, and I really started to feel the effects of
Age?
yeah, age. No, but like my commute and everything, and like
Oh.
everything this week, it was so amplified because traffic was bad throughout the week, and I was waking up super early, and I could just feel like everything, like I don't know, catching up with me from like the week before, and like I don't know. So it became a rough week physically for me. But I still got everything I said I would get done.
Nice.
Except, well, I went to the gym 4 times, but still.
Well, better than me. I said I was going to go 5, and my dumbass only went once.
It's okay. You can still make up for it, though, luckily. I mean, not make up for it, but,
Right.
next week will be better.
Yep.
But, yeah, I mean, I didn't do my freelance work as much as I wanted to. I need to do some today, don't forget. But, like, it's just because I would, like, literally the last day I was supposed to do it, I did, like, 10 minutes, and I was like, I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, that's one thing is that it's starting to like affect my some kind of, I don't know, balance, work life,
Right.
fitness, health balance that keeps me sane but doesn't like destroy me.
Yeah.
Because it's starting to wear and tear. It's starting to show. So that's it. I mean, like I said, because we're I tend to have my days more packed than you. My goals were fewer.
Right.
So it's easier to accomplish at least a good amount of it for me, I feel. But I don't know. I still don't think I was as productive as the week before. The week before was like this championship week, I think, for both of us. And so
Was it though?
I think it was. I know that you went to the gym 3 times. Like you did.
That's true.
You
That's
did
true.
things that like you normally wouldn't find time to force yourself to do when you're so busy and stuff. Like it wasn't just that, it was like other things too. And so like you really did well. But I think because of that, and because it's the holidays and we're getting closer and we started our big cleanup, I just think that we're just taking on too much this time of the year, which is okay. But once all this is done, I think if we can keep up, we'll be okay.
Yeah.
But
that's also why I really want to get, our budgets together. Our
which we still have.
I know we still haven't done it.
I want to do it before the new year so we can like post
I
up a
know,
video to like,
same.
for 2019, like
Yeah.
how to manage your money as a young couple in 2019.
So yeah, we'll have to definitely do that. But having a routine and doing all that. I was on Pinterest today and I got reminded of the 2190 rule, that it takes 21 days to form a habit and 90 days to form like a lifestyle. Like
Got it.
So I'm like, okay, I have to start thinking of just like take everything one day at a time.
Yeah.
21 times in a row. More in there. Obviously, you're always going to have to work on, or at least I'm always going to have to work on
21 days to form a habit.
Yeah.
What kind of
So
habits can we form?
Well, I want to get up earlier.
Yeah.
I used to get up at like 5 o'clock.
I know.
And like go to work and everything and like be fine. But now I'm just so tired. I just can't get up in the morning. I think I'm not sleeping well. I think the dogs are kind of getting me. It's Mitty.
Yeah, you're
Like
right.
she's like right in the middle. But I feel them.
We should put them on the street. You're right.
I know. Maybe we'll bring the other bed in and we'll just try to get them to sleep on the floor.
She does. When you piss her off enough and like make her feel unwelcome, she'll be like, fine, and she'll go sleep in the bed. So you're right.
But I think it's just that I haven't been sleeping well. So it's just I need.
You're not the heaviest sleeper either.
No, I'm not. Awful.
So, but we have certain things to aid with that. Yeah. So I just think that
I'm still feeling the effects of. I'm like.
I know it makes you groggy in the morning.
I know.
But you have to get used to that. There's a good habit: 21 days of edibles. But no, I think
like halfway there.
I know. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about the 2190 rule.
Yeah, so I just wanted to bring it up so that we're thinking about.
No, I want to think about that. That's great. By the way, when you said 2190, my brain went, that doesn't add up to 100 because I was thinking like 80-20 rule or something like. That's a dumb rule. Maybe you shouldn't be looking at Pinterest for advice. Bunch of idiots on there. Yeah, that's great. We can do that. I mean, we can do that. We should do that. So let's not forget that. Yeah, I don't know. I want to be. We only get 4 days this week. Really?
I know. Really?
Like I wrote down like on my notes right here through the 20th. It's a 4-day week. Yeah,
we leave for Arizona to be with my family for Christmas Friday morning. I will be working from the car a little bit, doing a little bit of work, and then you'll work when we get there. So we're leaving early enough so that he can.
Which is funny because that means I'm gonna like have a half day when everyone else's half day, because everyone gets off at like 1 o'clock on Friday next week is over. So I'm gonna start the half day at like noon. So hopefully. No one really needs me. You might be able to
start a little earlier, depending on.
That's true.
When I get done, we can switch, and then you can start.
No, that's true.
But yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be in Arizona until Christmas Day, and then we're driving back to LA on Christmas Day, and then you go back to work. So we're gonna really try to do another podcast in Arizona.
I want to.
Oh my god.
Oh, I hope not, because that means he's going to jump up on my lap.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll discuss where we're going to do the podcast.
My thighs just started aching.
But okay. So we have like a 4-day week.
4-day week.
This week.
Oh, boy. That doesn't give us much room because we have to clean.
All right. So, let's talk about the things we have to do this week.
I guess we can also count today, like later today, if you wanted to start on some things. It's like a half day. Not even. You're going to get like a couple hours. Someone has an open house today. But yeah, because we have to do a bunch of shit. We have to clean toilets. We have to go through hard drives. Like we have to do like the rest of our big clean. We have to go to Goodwill. And we have a lot of things for, well, it's Goodwill. It's not
I know. And I have to go to H&M to do the clothes recycling. I'm going to do that on Thursday, though.
Okay. That's fine. We have to do a lot.
Okay. I have to get an oil change this week before I drive. And then I have to clean the windows on the car.
Yeah.
So I can see, because there's poop and lasagna.
Oh, that's right. Right.
Finish the cleaning, wrapping the presents. I think there's just one present that actually has to be wrapped, and then if we can do like our bag gift, that'd be great.
Mhm.
But still putting it in a bag. Get gas, do laundry before we go, but that's like sheets and towels and blankets and all
That might
that.
have to be multiple days.
Yeah. Hard drives. I put down Find Christmas Spirit.
Wow. Okay. Great.
So I know, but like we have to do something. I have to
know.
have like.
It's just sad. It's like a little kid sad when you're like, and I have to find the Christmas spirit.
Because I do.
Like, okay, that's not like a thing that you can do. Like
I
it
don't
has to be
know.
specific, but we can try.
So I don't know if it's like watching Christmas movies.
Yeah, watch Christmas movies with Abuelita and
Yeah.
some marshmallows in it. Which, but
Yeah.
yeah, well, we've been forgetting the marshmallows every time. So at this point, we'll get it.
Yeah, and then packing. We have to pack.
We have to pack.
And then we have to get the car together with the car seats and everything. I want to pay my January bills early so that it's done. And then we have to get the dog's bath, and I want to trim their faces.
Mm-hmm.
On top of open houses and work and going to the gym.
Yeah. Great. All right. Good luck.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel so bad because this is all on top of like, I have like a 14-hour day.
I
And so I'm
know.
like, I feel like so much falls on you. And I'm grateful that you're able to take it on. And I love you.
Bringing home more bacon than I am.
Yeah, that's true.
You bring home the
I guess. I mean, like
grass-fed organic bacon.
Yeah.
I'm bringing home like a strip from McDonald's
that you stole. But no, I think that I just think that like it's still hard.
Yeah.
No matter what. So I'm grateful that you tackle it.
Thanks.
I feel like we have like the lifestyle of like people with kids without like having like I mean, it's still like just as like crazy and like. Which is good.
Can you imagine though?
I know that's what scares me. I'm like, then they have a kid and they also have to be good for them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe we'll just be bad parents and that'll help ease the
the
rest of everything. We don't have to pay attention to those kids. But yeah, so we'll get it done. We'll get everything done.
Like that you have to get done? You have to do client work.
Yeah. Then that should just be a standard.
Mm-hmm.
See, there you go. That's another like half hour to 45 minutes every night.
What was I gonna say? But okay.
Yeah, okay. I mean, no,
But is that it? Just client work every day for 4 days?
Yeah, and go to the gym in the morning, but I do, luckily.
But you don't have any like other things that like have to get done this week.
No, I mean I gotta like get your gifts together, like they're on their way and like they're being their things. But yeah, like I don't know.
We'll get another bag. If not, you can use that and I'll wrap presents because I actually have time to wrap.
And you can. I mean, you're the one who really wants. I mean, I want to, but like you're excited to pull things out of a bag.
I know because I think it's a cute
idea.
Jessie, we got one of those like we got a gift from.
It sounds weird.
So we got a gift from Amazon, and it was one of those like wrapped gifts, and I love their wrapped gifts because it's not. Sometimes it's paper. I remember when it used to be paper, but I think maybe for Christmas it's the bags, and it's like this like really big like green bag, and I love it because I'm trying to be more eco-friendly, and I'm thinking that's great. Let's save up on these. Or I can make them next year and have all of the presents be like eco wrapped. So it's like a reusable bag. So we're not buying, bags.
Also, it's this like grab bag feel where you're like, oh, what am I gonna get?
Bag.
Yeah, it's cute.
So this year, instead of like wrapping like all of our presents like individually, I said if we get one more present that's Amazon wrapped like that, we could just put all of our presents that we're giving to each other in like 2 separate bags, and then we just like pull one thing out. And I thought it'd be so cute and so much fun.
Really cute.
But we just need one more. So if you want to send us a gift from Amazon wrapped in one of the Christmas wrappings, message us and I'll tell you where to send it.
Please don't tell them. It's a lot, but we'll get it done. It's all a matter of attitude.
Ew,
yeah.
David.
Yeah, I just think that.
Okay, cool. So we'll get it done. That's
Sweet, fuck it. Okay.
Yeah, done. We'll get it done.
So you feel good?
I'm tired.
Me too. I'm so tired.
I'm ready. I'm ready to have like all of the cleaning stuff done mentally. Oh, remember when we were cleaning yesterday and I had that like epiphany of like, you said everything that we thought was going to be really bad wasn't bad.
Oh yeah.
So, okay, story time. So sorry, I should have mentioned this way earlier.
No.
So we cleaned out the kitchen yesterday. Like took everything out of the cabinets, wiped down the cabinets, and completely reorganized the kitchen. Got rid of a lot of stuff. Going to be donating stuff to Goodwill. And I did the hallway. And in our hallway, we have like linen closets, we have storage closets, we have like an actual like coat closet that has a whole bunch of stuff in it. And so we kind of, divided and conquered. Andrew was doing the kitchen and I was doing the hallway. And I got done with the hallway so fast. And, I'm telling Andrew, that was really fast. And that's when we, had the conversation that, we thought things were going to be so much worse. And I put it together in my head that I thought things were going to be so bad because everything like on the surface was very cluttered. So, there's boxes around, and there still kind of is because we're in the middle of like a huge cleaning, but there was like boxes around, there was things not being put back in their place. So just like clutter. And, my life is a little cluttered right now. And I've said this before, but I do feel like my life reflects my house. So if my house is cluttered, I'm crazy. My life is crazy. So I think seeing that clutter, can't even talk, clutter made me feel like everything was a mess, that everything was just like falling apart. So I was dreading going through all this stuff. And every room that we've done has taken like 2 hours. Like the kitchen took a little longer because we were actually like cleaning. But
still
everything, nothing is as bad as we thought it was going to be. So that was my lesson was, when things look bad, it doesn't really mean that it's as bad as it feels.
Yeah.
So like that was like a big lesson for me. I should write that one down.
It's a good lesson. Good lesson for our listeners and viewers. Hey, it's not as bad as you think.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was nice to like have that epiphany of like,
unless it is, and if so, I'm sorry. But yeah,
it was
great.
Good to
it's
realize.
A good feeling.
Yeah. Anything you want to plug for this week? Do you have any other podcasts that you're doing?
Oh yeah, I do have another podcast that I'm doing. I know I feel so bad. I hope Juicy doesn't like see these early episodes and is like, I'm sorry, did you forget about me? He already had didn't he have a dream that I like or like?
No, he was having anxiety because you weren't texting him back.
I see. There's some of that. He needs to listen to this episode.
Yeah.
Let me have my own life. I can have another podcast.
No, you're his friend, and he was trying to.
I felt so bad. I just didn't see his text forever, but like, yeah. So I have a different podcast that's a completely different tone, but it's called Mixed Martial Opinions, where one of my best friends, Juicy, tries to convince me that MMA, mixed martial arts, is good. And so every week I get a homework assignment. I actually have to do my homework for today because I'm recording tonight, but it's one fight, luckily. So it's not too bad. But yeah, so every week he tries to show me something new, and then I tell him why it's silly, or if I like it. Like, that's the thing. Sometimes there have been things that I like love. It's usually not the fights though, because they're pretty same for the most part, unless something.
So, but what is the podcast and where can you find it?
It's Mixed Martial Opinions. You can find it everywhere you get podcasts. Literally, it's on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts.
If you search
Stitcher.
MMO, does it come up or no?
It does, but we didn't think about this ahead of time. And there's also massive multiplayer online games.
Well, shouldn't that be MMPO?
No, it's not. It's not. Then that's why we were like, my friend Teddy was like, you do realize that like that's a thing, right? I'm like, it's too late. We're in it now. So no, yeah, look up.
How many episodes do you guys have?
Like 29.
That's awesome.
Right?
So yeah, look up
26 or something.
Mixed Martial Opinions, starring Andrew Martin Dodson and Juicy Juice Jackson. What does he go by?
I think it's Aaron Jackson.
Ugh.
No, I call him Juicy, and but I think like his title, like on
Juice Jackson.
On like Spotify, it says like Aaron Jackson on it. But yeah, so look that up. It's great. Sorry, I get a little weird about it because I imagine people listening to it and they're like, "Uh-oh, he's a gross person." Because like
Oh.
we go hard when we joke, and so Juicy and I aren't like the most
Yeah, there's like an
family
explicit
friendly.
rating
That's very explicit.
on here.
A lot of
So yeah, not
bodily
a family.
fluid talk. But yeah, no, I think it's a lot of fun. Anything that you have that you want to plug? Any fun
Nothing.
things? Where can they find you on Twitter and Instagram? And
Jessie Dodson Holmes or Jessie L Norman,
nice.
Instagram, and then Twitter.
And our dogs didn't get a cameo this week. They
I
found
know, good. They're
some
being
paper-
good.
Maybe, or they found something,
Or
and
they
they're
found.
let's keep updating that
Oh,
Instagram.
yeah.
But if we keep
They have
plugging
an
it, we're
Instagram.
gonna feel obligated to be better
But
about
then
it.
you have to help me.
Sure.
You're not even logged into it.
No.
Oh my god. Anyway, so their Instagram, the dogs, Dodson Squadron.
Cadet Midshipman.
Yep.
So that's about it.
So yeah, that's it.
You can look me up on Instagram and Twitter. Just search Andrew Martin Dotson. You'll find my things A_M_Dotson. Otherwise, yeah, meeting adjourned. Gotta get that gavel. All right. Well, see you next week from Arizona, hopefully.
Oh yeah.
Bye.
Don't forget to get shit done.
Yeah, get shit done. Thank you.